Hello, friends. Welcome to the Daily Devotions with Manitowoc Cooperative Ministries. I'm Pastor Judine Duerwaechter, and I'm co-pastor with the MCM. And today I'm going to bring you a inspiration, hopefully, a daily devotion on Psalm 84. And I'm coming to you from, given it's a pandemic, I'm coming to you from my home. And in the background, there's a beautiful, beautiful rain falling. No thunder just yet, but maybe we'll hear about that. And frankly, it kind of like leads into our psalm for today. Before I read it, I just want you to think about what or where is a place that you have been, whether physically or maybe in your mind's eye, that is been where you were so awe-stricken, so beautiful that you literally said out loud or to another, God is in this place. This is a little bit about where our psalmist is going to come to us from today. So just keep that in the back of your mind while you hear these selected verses again from Psalm 84. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of hosts! My soul longs indeed, it faints for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh sing for joy to the living God. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young at your altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Happy are those whose strength is in you, O God. O Lord of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O God of Jacob. Behold our shield, O God. Look on the face of your anointed. O Lord of hosts, happy is everyone who trusts in you. Happy is everyone who trusts in you. So I invite you to take a look at Psalm 84 on your own so that you can read all of the verses and get inspired with this. He's got a real beauty in how he talks about how he experiences God, and that usually for him is in the temple. But we get a sense that obviously he's not there right now, and he's missing his experience in the temple. You heard me read, like, oh, the birds get to make their nest there, the sparrows, but, I don't get to be there. And, we are in a time of a pandemic, and I think it's really normal now for us to understand this because we're not in our sanctuaries, are we? And we do find that God can certainly be experienced in our sanctuaries, but we have to be clear. God is not the sanctuary. And for the psalmist, God is not the temple, although they did really believe that somewhat in ancient times. We understand that we come to our temple, that we come to our sanctuary to share God, because God's within us, but that God isn't the actual sanctuary and the actual temple. So we have a psalmist. It's actually quite, let me just say this too, very refreshing to read this particular psalm. If you are ever just needing an uplift, you may want to go to Psalm 84. A lot of the other psalms that we've been looking at this week, they've been, like most psalms, a lot of dire straits are going on. This psalm is just very beautiful and very, very refreshing. So there's a sense of peacefulness, and that's something that you may enjoy when, in fact, you're looking for that reminder in our Psalms. So he begins by, again, sharing how much he loves God's courts, which, again, is the temple, missing them. So we actually understand that he's on some kind of a pilgrimage or a journey, and he's away from that which brings him the most or the strongest sense of God. And ultimately, at the end, he does get to this place where, oh, thank goodness, right, that God is not in just this one space, but within and obviously everywhere. So our happiness can't be dependent on some spectacularness of a chosen space. That's the beauty of meditation. Meditation, you can go to a place in your mind's eye that brings you to that place. You can physically go to some fabulous place. I mean, I've talked to people who find that like the Rhine River in Europe is one of the most beautiful experiences they've ever had, where they say God is there. In this country, we have many beautiful spaces. I think about standing on the edges of the Grand Canyon, which I have experienced, and being like, literally, oh my God, you know, it is you here. This is unbelievable, or I'd rather say, I'm in awe of this aspect of creation. My husband will tell you that one of the most beautiful places he's ever really felt the tangible physical presence of God is in Japan, and again, beautiful places there. But our psalmist invites us to go beyond that. Even though he's very attached to it in the beginning, he invites us to move beyond that physical space. And that, honestly, if you really want to get good at this spiritual maturity factor, you are going to be able to find the God in you anywhere and everywhere. And in my work in ministry, some of my most profound discussions have happened with former prisoners and how they managed to go to a place in their mind where they trusted in God's mercy and compassion and forgiveness and experienced some very profound spiritual love from God speaking to them, which is really meaningful. So I think about the survivors of the Holocaust, people who suffered in that experience as well. Viktor Frankl comes to mind. We can. It takes a lot of spiritual maturity, though. We can get to a place of the divine, no matter where we are. And that is where our psalmist is calling us to today. And I'm hoping that this has been inspiring for you. I'm hearing the sounds of the beautiful rainfall behind me. Perhaps you can see a little bit of that. And I must say that surely the presence of God is with us in this moment too. So many blessings to all of you on your spiritual journey. Remember that love lives within you. It's what you were and are. You were created in, and you are love. And to push everything else aside, because nothing else, in fact, matters. Have a very blessed day, and remember to live to love. And I'll see you back here again for our MCM daily devotionals. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Take care.